Welcome to Market Analysis channel. I want to delve into a big picture analysis of how Bitcoin has been doing. From around 2022 to most part of 2023, Bitcoin was in a bearish phase. Bitcoin was below the red line, which is our 200-day moving average, and it's this red line that separates the bull and bear territory. So most of the time it stays below the red line. It was in selling phase. Traders who are buying during this period will be losing money because the heavy weight is on the downside. So whenever your Bitcoin crosses underneath the 200-day moving average, then you should expect a bearish sentiment on Bitcoin because most traders will be selling and buyers will be losing. Let me now go into this analysis and start showing you how the price is behaving till the present moment. Around early 2023, on the rectangle blue box on screen, that was when Bitcoin crosses from bearish zone to bullish zone. When Bitcoin crosses the bullish zone, it has some rally and it came back in between the 21-day exponential moving average and 50-day moving average. It ranged for some time and it get little support. It rise very little, it couldn't progress, and it dropped back to 0.1. It starts again at the bullish point. At 0.1, it hit the red line, which is our 200-day moving average, and it sent Bitcoin upward again. That's a bullish signal. It made an high at 0.2 and it dropped back to 0.3, finding support. When we look at the big picture, we know Bitcoin is in bullish phase, is in rising mode. Now let's look at the best time to time in our entry so we can benefit from the move. As it is now, it's showing a support and resistance zone at 0.2. It's showing a resistance. When Bitcoin hits 0.2, it's finding it difficult to come down. So that particular point is resisting Bitcoin price, not letting Bitcoin price to go upward. That's the red rectangle pattern. And at 0.3, Bitcoin shows support zone. That's around our 50-day moving average. At 0.3, the black line, Bitcoin is showing a support zone. And what we are now going to do is, since we've identified the support zone, which I will put in blue, and the resistance zone, which I'm going to put in red. The support zone is now in blue, while the resistance zone is in red. So presently now, Bitcoin is within this range. Let me put resistance zone. So it will be easier for you to identify each zone and there is not going to be a mistake. Support zone is on the downside. Okay, now it's clear now. The support zone and the resistance zone. As it is now, as a trader, you either wait for the price to come to the support zone, then you enter a buy order so your trade can go along and approach the resistance zone. But one more thing to check, as the price is on the 50-day moving average, sometimes it can get support from that 50-day moving average. And as a trader, what do you need to do? You need to watch the volume at the bottom of the chart. There is a black line on the volume window. That black line is the average line of the volume. So anytime the volume is above the average line, it's telling you Bitcoin is gaining support from lots of traders and it's having volume. And anytime the volumes are below the 50-day average line, as it is at the moment now, they are below the 50-day average line, it's telling you that Bitcoin has less volume. It means professional traders are holding tight. They are sitting on their cards. They are waiting on the sidelines. looking for which direction to come in, or looking for a particular price that they can start placing their position. So for us to have a better trade now, we will wait for the price to bounce up, preferably a blue bar that will close around the top of its range, something like this prior to the last bar, or a bar here at 0.3 that bounce up. And each time we see such bar, we should look for the volume underneath the bar and see if the volume is above the average volume. Anytime the volume is above the average volume, it's telling us that the institution traders are supporting such position, and that trade will continue in that direction. So our analysis now is, if we get such bar any moment from now and the volume is huge and the bar closes around the upside, we will expect Bitcoin to rally back to its resistance zone at 31,000. And if Bitcoin finally gets to 31,000, we watch it closely and expect it to break that particular price. If Bitcoin finally breaks the 31,000, then we will now expect Bitcoin uptrend rally to resume. And by the time the uptrend rally resume, we can start benefiting from the rise of Bitcoin, which is likely to go several percentage upward. That is my take on Bitcoin today. If this analysis really helped you, kindly subscribe to my channel. If you have any question, post your question in the video comment section. Thanks for watching.